Where Did It Come From 18? Big Chase Edition. A Crossout video by Dangerously Incompetent. It's almost at the end of Big Chase. I've left it rather late. I would say it's because I wanted to find out what all the workpiece recipes were so I could show you, but really it's because I haven't been feeling very enthusiastic about doing much YouTubing recently. I'm sure the enthusiasm will come back at some point. And anyway, let's see what's in Big Chase. If you're new to Crossout, or this is your first season, this padlock symbol here means you only get that item if you bought a battle pass and you unlock that level, whereas the tick means as soon as you reach that level you get that item for free. So as you can see, I have not bought a battle pass yet again. Never bought a battle pass, never bought anything for Crossout. You can play it for free. My account's proof of that. So I'm only going to detail the tradable stuff. I'm not going to bother with the untradable stuff, like all the upgraded things you can get if you bought the battle pass, and the work pieces, because they can be used to craft things that can be traded. First up at level 7, Camber ST workpiece. 4 of them. You can, if you don't know, workpiece is like a blueprint and a workbench combined. They sit in your inventory and they stay there forever until you decide to use them. And moreover, since the Camber ST is something we can already make on a regular workbench, if we look at Syndicate, there it is, Camber ST, and note the ingredient list. The workpieces for stuff that you can already make on regular workbenches are usually cheaper, and this is cheaper by 2 rare parts. Oddly though, there aren't any Camber non-ST workpieces in this season, which is odd. They usually come in pairs, the wheels. Anyway, next, Camouflage Swimming Pool paint. It's all blue. Wow. Dark blue. Is that black or is it a really dark blue? Anyway, it's a pattern that's been given a wash of blue, which will become obvious when we go a bit further and we say, oh look, Camouflage Reinforced Concrete. Exactly the same pattern, but with no blue wash. It's just blacks and greys and lighter greys. And before that, we go non-tradable. Aha! Serial number sticker, a thin white stripe. Now that is going to be popular, isn't it? What's its price doing right now? Well, it's went up a bit, now it's coming down a bit. But yeah, long term that's going to be popular and that will go up, so I'm buying them. Aha! The first blueprint, the Iris, which is an upgrade to your inbuilt scope, built-in scope. Doesn't take any energy. Okie dokie. Just a bit of power score. I haven't actually used it. Maybe I should try it. Anyway. Now this is a blueprint, so you need a workbench to go with it. Even though you unlock the blueprint, once the Big Chase season is gone, its workbench disappears. And you can only use this Iris blueprint on the Big Chase workbench. So after the season's gone, no more irises can be made. Forever! Or until the iris comes back on another workbench, or they give out workpieces for it. So maybe it's worth investing in these things now while you can make them. Well, by the time you watch this video, you probably can't make them anymore, and their price will be slowly creeping up. Or maybe not. They've only done this once before, and that was in the last season where we had the Machinist and the Still Wind, which I sold just before it went up even higher. It went up more, so I thought, oh, and then sort of leveled off, and I thought, aha, I'll sell it for a profit now. I did, and then it went up another couple of another 1,500. It's on 66,000 now. So that was a Still Wind, which I didn't buy many of. The Vindicator, which I did buy lots of, or craft or buy, I forget. That hasn't gone up in price so much. Ooh. So investing in season stuff which you can only make during the season, it's a gamble. It's quite a gamble. So I'd only invest in things like Iris if you can afford the cash and afford to have it sitting around locked up in your investment for ages. Next, Pyralid workpiece. And if we look at the Pyralid, yep, that's cheaper by a rare part again. For a special item, and you get 4 of them. What's that sticker? Rocket fuel only sticker. For some reason, it's got ridiculously cheap, so just buy these. As many as you can at 13 cents. You can't go wrong. Ooh, a piece of decor. Short, dark blue lamp, which is all glowy when you hit the L button to turn your lights on. You get 2 of them. Another sticker. Ooh, stain. Oh, does it wrap? Yes, it does. See, mostly wrap around. It mostly wraps around, ish. Yeah, that's a sticker. Yeah. And then we have the Tempest, which you can craft on as a blueprint. So it's only on the Big Chase workbench, which will go away. Won't be able to make these in a few days' time. Forest Mimicry paint. Is this the start of another pattern with a glaze over the top? Maybe. Let's see. Another sticker, God of Speed. I presume that translates as. And you get 2 of them for free. Dark blue lamp, which is 4 boxes long. Not boxes, I've forgotten what the term for them is. But anyway, you get 2 of them. You've got the Battle Pass. Big Wolf sticker. Some stickers only on the Battle Pass, like the Big Wolf. And some stickers for absolutely free. Just have to complete the challenges and go up the levels. Then we've got a blueprint for the Miller machine gun. Only available during Big Chase. Ooh, wing mirrors. I haven't bought any of them. I do need to buy some of them. Well, I don't need to. I want to buy. I like wing mirrors. But they're big, huge lorry wing mirrors. I want some nice, small sports car wing mirrors, please. Thank you very much. Get 1 each of them. Not tradable. Oh, sticker. That's tradable, isn't it? Dangerous cargo. Even though you only get it for the Battle Pass. Some structural parts. And that's a custom kit, so you can't trade that. So we're not interested there. Another sticker. Electric circuitry. Matrix style graphics. Something like that. Anyway, sticker. And it's a glowy orangey. Long dark blue lamp. It's 6 squares long. And glowy and blue. And workpiece. Jannabi cabin. And yeah, that's cheaper. That's cheaper by a special, isn't it? Epics have 3 special ingredients. This one. But because it's a workpiece for something they're already banging around on your workbench, get it for cheap. Well, you can craft it for cheap. I don't just think just because you can make it for cheap, you can just go and use those, make it and sell it. Because lots of other people have had that idea, and the price for things like this, for parts that have a cheap recipe workpiece, they tend to drop. So you have to do your sums before you do it. Otherwise, you could just be doing all that work, using up your workpiece and making a loss. Avalanche, that's a blueprint only available while the Big Chase workbench is available. Oh, look, that's isn't it big? Doesn't it do a lot of damage? Doesn't it have a really long reload? Oh, kapoomf. Custom kit. Another sticker. Another pinky neon-y style sticker. Silhouette. I bet that's going to come out again in other colours, isn't it? And what's this? A Kaiju workpiece. Is it cheap? Yes, it is. It's cheaper by 1 epic. And how many of them do you get? 4 of them. Then blueprint storage. They're tradable. I only get 3 of them. They have been putting out 4 usually in the seasons, but only 3 this time. Maybe it's because the price has utterly collapsed. They keep on doing this. The price has collapsed. And this is a shame, because making blueprint storages and storages used to be almost always a no-brainer to make a bit of cash. Here, just because they always sold better than for more than the ingredients cost. But not anymore. Now you just buy them because they're cheaper on the market, because so many have flooded in, being given away with the seasons. Jubboko workpiece, 4 of them. Hey, come back there. Yes, yeah, right there. Cheaper by an epic. And oh, what's this? The same pattern but with a brown wash over it. Talk about slap chop. And you have to pay for it. You have to buy a battle pass before you get that paint, or you can buy it off the market. Ka-ching! Get it while it's cheap. Because none are... yes, they have. I was about to say none of the season paints have come back, but they do. They come back into the shops in the custom port for cross crowns. But hardly anyone buys them there because they're quite expensive in cross crowns, and that doesn't do much to the price. Or at least it might push the price down a little bit, but then the sort of advertising effect pushes it back up again. So the price doesn't change much. So they're a reasonable buy investment, I feel. Another sticker, the mandrill sticker. I got some of them. I should get some of them. Oh no, I got some of them. That's alright then. Maybe I'll get some more, see what the price does. It's a Cyclone workpiece. And yep, cheaper recipe for the Cyclone workpiece. Storage expansion, 3 of them. Only 2 Cyclone workpieces. Storage expansion, buy them off the market. They're cheap because so many have come around. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a hubcap. It's a lovely hologrammatic hubcap. Oh, I want it, but it's not tradable. Swine. Yokozuna workpiece, 4 of them. And yep, cheaper again. And then we got the Heather blueprint, so you can make as many of those as you like, so long as you've reached level 67 and you're still in big chase season. In 3 days' time, no more of these coming into the game for a while. And now a different pattern with a contrast pink washed over it. Yeah, so pink is collected in the crevices, hasn't it? And not on the raised parts. Ooh, that's a contrast paint. Or a speed paint, if you use a different manufacturer. Or, if you know what you're talking about, it's part way between a wash and a glaze wash. And then we have some parts for your test range, but none of those are tradable, so boo. And then we've got Sky Glitch, which is the same pattern, but it's been edge lighted. Is it exactly the same pattern? Let's go quickly. Yeah, it's the same pattern, but it hasn't been washed, it's been edge highlighted, hasn't it? Some bits have been edged with pink, some with blue, and then it's got some lines on it. And the Kami blueprint. New legendary cabin. Only make it while Big Chase lasts. You can make as many as you like of them. And then there's a picture, and then there's coins for every level. And there were quite a few levels. I got to 106. Because it was a long season, and then they extended it by a week for all those server issues that happened while just not being able to log in, or for losing your connection in the middle of a battle, that sort of stuff. Anyway, so that's it. That's all the bits, all the tradable stuff you could get out of Big Chase. I was going to go through all the items in the Big Chase season in groups, new parts, workpieces, decor, paints, stickers. But I thought, no, I'm bound to miss something if I do that. I'll go through it level by level, and that way I won't miss anything. Guess what I've done? That's correct, I've missed something. Back we go to cover the Omamori. There it is, there's the upgraded one you get for buying the battle pass and unlocking it, and there's the free one. There's the blueprint, so you can craft as many as you like during Big Chase, whilst it has the Big Chase workbench is available. After the Big Chase ends, the workbench goes away, and unlocking that blueprint does nothing for you. And when I said this is only the second time they've done this, what I really meant, I should have expanded a bit, is it's the second time they've had parts you can only make on the workbench, whereas the season before last season, the one that I made, you could make the Hadron, you had the workbench, but you also got 4 workpieces. So the Hadron was a rubbish investment because its price really hasn't gone up much. Because, you know, as soon as it does, someone goes, oh, Hadron's gone up, I'll make another one with one of my workpieces. And there's loads of workpieces out there sitting around unused. And they sell it, and the price doesn't really go up. Whereas stuff like, I have to go to the market because I sold mine. The Stillwind, oh, not wing, wind. Yeah, there we are. You could make it on the workbench, but no workpieces. So now, if it's turned out to be a bit popular, some people seem to like it, the price just goes up and up and up because it's not coming into the game. It's a way to make money, but as I mentioned before, there are two other legendaries in that season, weren't there? And they haven't really gone up nearly as much. The Machinist hasn't. Sorry. Storage. Let's look at the sale prices. Where's he gone? No one's selling Machinist anymore. Oh, no offers. The Machinist is just about going up then. It has been going up. But the one I bought a bunch of, or crafted a bunch of, the Vindicators, have not gone up. Because they're not popular enough. So even though you can only make it during the season, it's still a gamble as an investment, these new parts. Anyway, that's Big Chase over and done with, and I'll see you in a week or two for the Witch Hunt workbench, or it might come in a mini season, who knows, and then Supercharged Update might have a season all of its own. Who knows what Gaijin and Targen between them will come up with. Not me. See you later.